You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. Miracle work, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle work, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. I worship you, Lord. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. Mending every heart. You are here. You are mending every heart, Jesus. We worship you. Worship you. I worship you. Come on, declare it. Even when I don't see it, you work. Even when I don't feel it, you work. You never stop working. Come on, sing it like you believe it. Oh, even when I don't see it, you working. Even when I don't feel it, you working. You never stop working. You never stop. Even when I see Jesus, you're always working, Jesus. You're always working, Jesus. You never stop working. You never stop. You're a way maker. You're the promise keeper, light in its darkness, our God. You're the way maker, Jesus, way maker, Jesus. You're the promise keeper, light in the darkness, our God. That is who you are. Oh, you're the light on the troubled Judah. You're the way maker. Nothing is impossible for you, Lord. Nothing is impossible for you, Lord. You can never be surprised. You're the way maker. You're the way maker. We trust you, Lord. That is who you are. That is.
Hello, hello. Are you my mouth? Banu. Hello. Testing mic. Is the voice level okay? Voice level okay? Hey, okay. I'm going to mic so.
Try. Try.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome to You are welcome to this important forum or this gathering. We want our lady up again, the lady just behind there. Give us the opening prayer to invite God into this meeting.
Good morning. I'm Chomama and Sorry and Bompire. Yet I was saying, young Kuponi, a bank, and then so a da for Fraude Adomoma. And you see, Shroud a Yokesi, a woman, and then so my abawenim. Papa, and ring home any idea abawenim. Empire near beside the any saying, Yaman Cronkno, Sunny, Becayo home. One cassa a bemayan, a quantre. Sunny, that be tea or messon. I am pie boy and fruit doing him. The name in your repair, yet the acidini can be a mountain cron, yet I was say a dominate. Amen.
As we are all aware, today's gathering will be a special one because we have among us those who are affected by this pandemic of SSNIT pass credit. I'll not waste time but call on the chairman of the forum to set the ball rolling. Thank you. The union's present and then the pensioners. The union's present and then the pensioners. Should I mention them? When we mention the forum, we mean unions in the public sector that come together to fight things of common interest. We have very many. We have some of us here. NAGRAT is one. Health Services Workers Union. Concern CCT, JUSAG, Nurses and Midwives Association. Then we have GOSPA, the Pharmacists Association. We have CLOSAC, NAT, and today we have among us the 2020 retirees as Ghana Medical Association. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Is the sound level okay? Media, are we okay? You can hear me clear. Good morning, colleague, union executives, retired pensioners of the public sector, the media, print and electronic. We are here this morning to have a discussion on issues pertaining to our past credit. As you all are aware, Atayi SSNIT has issued a media release on past credit, and we would like to comment on what they've sent out to the public. Number one, what is past credit? Past credit is lump sum that you have earned prior to 1st January 2010. That is what is termed as past credit. Now, according to SSNIT, let me read what they said. The Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SSNIT, wishes to inform all stakeholders and the general public that it has paid the difference in past credit due its pensioners. These payments are as a result of implementing the agreement reached in a memorandum of understanding between government and sections of organized labor on the interest rate applied to the accrued past credit, which is a one-time benefit for pensioners who are retiring under the National Pensions Act 208 at 766. Our emphasis is going to be on what they term the past credit, which is a one-time benefit for pensioners, according to them. Now, number one, per the at 766 of the 3-tier pension, is stated that immediately our trusts are formed, all these monies termed as past credit should be transferred to the schemes. To date, SSNIT has not transferred these monies to us. SSNIT is still holding this money that is not supposed to be in their custody. And the same SSNIT is also determining the rate of interest that should be paid on this past credit. What is the basis for the payment for computation of past credit? In their media release, SSNIT quoted Article 766, 94D. And I wish to read. These are the transitional provisions. And it says, accrued or past service or past credits earned by every contributor to whom the new scheme applies in respect of the 25% lump sum benefit shall have the lump sum determined by a formula agreed between Pension Reform Implementation Committee and the trust based on actuarial assessment. There's nowhere in this law that it says that the basis for the payment should be agreed between SSNIT and MPRA. It says the Pension Reform Implementation Committee, and it should be based on actuarial assessment. 94.1D. This is the act. So, SSNIT, by saying that it agreed on something with MPRA, is wrong, it's illegal. That's the first point that we should note. And then, when we go to the presidential report on the Commission on Pensions, this is what it says on past credit. It said, after relevant actuarial studies have been conducted, you see, in the R2 it says it should be based on actuarial assessment. After relevant actuarial studies have been conducted, past credit will be determined and paid to every contributor to the SSNIT scheme. It says SSNIT should agree on an interest rate with the Pension Implementation Committee, not MPRA, and pay past credits with accumulated interest over an agreed period. Interest rates should be guaranteed and should not fall below the prevailing Treasury bill rate. So this was the threshold that was agreed, that whatever past credit is calculated, the rate should not be below the Treasury bill rate. Now, On the same Presidential Commission on Pensions, the report, it gave us the bodies that should do this actual assessment. Section 902 of the report states, the guidelines will provide guidance and direction on transitional matters in both the public and private sector that need to be resolved by the Pension Implementation Committee to ensure the smooth takeoff of the new pension scheme. The committee will liaise with the World Bank, International Labour Organization, UNDP, Government Actuary Department of the United Kingdom. Let me repeat, Government Actuary Department of the United Kingdom. These were the bodies, this was the body that was supposed to have done the actual assessment. Government actually engaged the Government Actuary Department. And this is their report. And let me read the executive summary. Under the contract dated 18 July 2008, the Government Actuary Department of the United Kingdom has been asked by the Pension Reform Implementation Committee to prepare a report on the issues addressed in the Convention of Social Security Insurance Trust so that it reflects the new structure of pension provision that was recommended by the Presidential Commission on Pensions. So this report should have been the basis for the calculation of interest for the past credit. SNIFT and MPRA never looked at this report. Now, in the same presidential report, it gave the advantages of the Tier 2 scheme. According to this report, beneficiaries will get 5 times lump sum they were receiving under SNIT. That is the advantages. That's the advantages of implementing the Tier 2 scheme. So this is what was assured us as union leaders, that when we implement this 2-tier scheme, we are going to earn about 5 times what we're earning under SNIT. The first question we have for SNIT is that the basis for their calculation of past credit, who approved it? Because before these payments were to be made, the MPRA came out with guidelines that before payments are made on Tier 2 funds, the variation report and the individual member statements of the affected retirees must be sent for approval by the MPRA board. All our schemes, they are here. We all sent our variation report to MPRA for it to be approved by the board. And they approved it, and they gave a letter to that effect that we should go ahead and pay. The question we are asking is, these amounts that SNIT is paying, has it been approved by the MPRA board? It's a big no. Because MPRA board itself, we wrote to them to show us basis for the computation of past credit by SNIT. And they said they don't know. They will write to SNIT. And then SNIT responded. Our retirees are here. There's one thing very interesting about this response from SNIT. It said computation of past credit by the Social Security and National Insurance Trust. Anytime our retirees went to SNIT to collect their monies, they are here, you can ask them, were you told you'll be paid any difference? Were you told, did they tell you they had challenges with their system? This is from SNIT. Oh. This is from SNIT. It said, due to the challenges with our OBS IT system, SNIT has only been paying 75% accrued interest to members thus far. This is their own statement. Oh. It's not my statement. Did they ever tell you that? Is it not at IE? It's cheating. They are cheating. They are shortchanging you. However, they are not saying however. The accrued past credit has been recomputed by SNIT using the 100% TB rate, compounded quarterly as agreed on 10 June 2020, and members will be paid the difference. We had our press conference on 10 June, if you recall. The same 10 June, SNIT wrote this letter. And according to them, the same 10 June, they made payment at our SNIT. Now, before I sit down, SNIT told the whole world that so far they've paid they've paid 59 million Ghana cedis. That's what is their statement. You see, SNIT should also have told us how much they have spent as administrative cost. The administrative cost of SNIT, this is their audited financial system, SNIT. 447,433 million cedis. Administrative cost, too. These are contributors' money. 447 million. That's how much they spent on administering the funds under their control. These are contributors' money. And then you pay 59 million to contributors, and then you are making it look as if you've done something. They spent on themselves 447 million Ghana cedis. Contributors' money. And if you're not sure. Yes. Should this go on? Like, I'll pause here. Because it's like we are talking plenty. We have our pensioners with us. They themselves, one by one, they will tell you the plight, how they are suffering, how this Kofi past credit is killing them. I want them to speak for themselves. It's not me. But no, that one day we'll all be pensioners. One day. So on that note, who is the first person who is coming? The media, you can ask them any questions.
Yeah, I think they themselves have picked some people to do the talking.
So my pensioners, just wave your hand. We have about 20 of them here. Because of COVID-19 protocol, we had to reduce the number with difficulty.
Let's see the hand.
Yeah, so who is the first person who is coming? Let him get a mic, yeah? So you give us your name.
Hello.
You can stand here.
Okay. My name is Emmanuel Abre from Central Region. I'm a pensioner. I went on pension on 6th March. And SNIT gave me a statement before I retired that I was due 9,000 Ghana cedis as my past credit. And then later on in March, that same March, they gave me an alert that I have been paid 5,614 Ghana cedis as my past credit.
So for emphasis,
Yes.
in December, they gave you a statement.
Yes.
That
the fourth quarter, I was entitled 9,000 Ghana
you were
cedis.
entitled 9,000. Now, December to 2019.
2019.
Then in 2020, when you went on retirement,
I was given 5,000.
you were given 5,000.
Yes.
Did they give you any reason for the difference?
No.
Okay.
I went to the office
Thank
to
you.
ask. And they told me that I should write, but not ask for explanation.
They say you should write.
I should write.
The arrogance of SNIT. You
I
should
should write
write.
for the difference, but not to ask for explanation.
No, not for ask for explanation.
Yes,
Okay.
that was what they told me at the office.
You.
So I came back. I decided not to write, but rather to petition to the MPRA. So even I've got a petition letter in my file now, but because of this conference, that's why I've not sent it.
So
Then
which
on
year?
on the 11th of June, then there was alert again that they are paid 4,200 Ghana cedis for my past credit. So this is what I have. And for working for 27 good years, from 1982 to 2009, you are giving me 9,000. And tier 2, only 10 years, are giving me over 20,000 Ghana cedis.
So prior
What the
to
hell?
1st January 2010, this young man, you're a very
Yes.
young man. This young
Young
man was given 5,000 by SNIT.
SNIT.
And then contributing 10 years
10 years.
to the private scheme,
I'm
he
giving
was
more
given
than 20,000 cedis. More than
over 20,000
cedis.
cities. Is it fair?
No.
Almost 30 years and 10 years.
10 years.
So this is Atayi SNIT.
Yes.
Do you have anything for
So
the workers
colleagues,
who are working now?
I'm entreating all of us to come together with our unions to fight for the others who will be retiring until 20 years to come. If we don't fight now, all those who will be coming later on for the rest of the 20 years are going to be cheated.
We are going to suffer.
We are going to suffer.
We are going to suffer coffee
Ah.
pension
Yes.
by
So-
Atayi SNIT.
At high school.
So
Thank you
let's
very
clap
much.
for what is your name, sir?
Emmanuel Abre. Emmanuel Abre.
Thank you.
Abre.
Another
Abre.
pensioner. Today we have over 20 of them here. They all talk. They tell you how they are suffering under Atayi SNIT.
Thank you.
Your name?
My name is Margaret Mensah. I work with Fiscal Planning Department, Efija Kwabre. No. I'm Margaret Mensah. I worked with Fiscal Planning Department, formerly Town and County Planning Department, from 1st November 1978. Kwadie, Efija Kwabre in the Ashanti region. I retired on 23rd March 2020. 7th November 2019, I went for my statement from SNIT, and the past credit was 6,000. 6,503.53.
So December 2019. November 2019.
Yes.
Their own statements.
Yes.
Let me see that. Their own SNIT statements.
Yes.
It was 6,000 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Then when you went on retirement on March 2020, how much did they give you?
They gave me 4,476.
They gave you 4,000. Atayi SNIT.
That-
Atayi SNIT. Did they explain to you?
No.
Did they allow you to ask questions?
No.
That's the arrogance of SNIT.
They only gave me the statement telling me this is what I was supposed to take, and then my monthly payment, they told me. Then, November 6th, 2020, 11th January, 11th June, I received an alert of 3,380.34.
So even if you add the two, it's not even up to.
If I add the two, it's 7,776.46. And then the hedge pension gave me 16,303. That is
You
for
see?
10 years. And then the SNET is for 32 years.
32 years.
Yes.
Still gave him 4,000. And then our scheme gave him 16,000
16,000.
for 10 years. 32. So you yourself do the equation.
I want to add something
Is
here.
this your Kofi pension?
I want to add something here. The statement given to me by SNET, I took one statement in 2018 and then another 2019. If you look at the 2016 for 2018, the figure given me there is different from the same 2016, what was the figure given to me in 2019. I have it here. 2019, 2016 figure was for 2016, 2,389. Then when you look at the 2018 that they gave me for 2016, it's 2,287.
The same SNIT.
The same SNET.
The same Atayi SNIT.
That was for 2016, different
statements.
2016, 2017. The figures are different.
Madam, thank you. God will bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we shall overcome. Huh? Come. You give us your name.
Hello. I'm Yao Ochre, and I retired on 10th of February 2020, that's this year. I joined the SNET scheme in 1984. Up to 2020, it means I spent 36 years with SNET, contributing to the SNET. So if you take 10 years from the second year, from the SNET years, it means I worked with SNET, or I contributed to SNET for 26 good years. And in January 2020, when I was about to go on pension, I went for my SNET statement. It was on January 22nd, January 22, that's 22nd January 2020, and they calculated a past credit. The statement said that my past credit is 11,715.37 pesos. So that's my past credits due to me when I go on pension on the 10th of February. So I work everything on the 10th of February 2020 to enable me get my past credits and that of my SNET pension. On 28th February 2020, they gave me a pension payment advice of 6,624.68 as my past credit, instead of the 11,000 and over, which they should have paid. So I quickly went to them and said they can't explain at the branch. I should write or petition to them so that it will be sent to the national headquarters, that is Accra here. So I wrote to them. My first letter, they said it wasn't a petition, so I should convert it to a petition.
The share of first letter was not a petition.
Yes.
So you should convert it into a petition.
Yes. So I did it.
Atayi.
And they didn't explain anything to me on receiving my letter. they gave me an acknowledgement of the letter received. And if time will permit me, I will read it. We RE petition, Yaochri, Senate number, and so forth. We acknowledge with thanks receipt of your petition dated March 11, 2020 on the above subject. That is on the past credit, the differences I was asking. Why 11,000 and overquoted, but you have paid me the 6,000? That was the essence of the petition. And they said, please be informed that your petition being investigated and the outcome will be communicated to you in due course. Yours faithfully, Social Security and National Insurance Trust. That was Complaints and Agitation Manager. It was signed by Mr. Samuel Ofosu. Up till now, I didn't receive any letter since March 24th. They wrote this letter to me. Until just, I think, 11th or 12th. That was last Friday. That is 12th of June 2020. I had an alert that due to agitation from member groups or the groups, they have come out with new calculation of the past credit, and they have deposited an amount to my bank account. So I should go to any branch of the Senate office and check and get my advice. So I quickly called my banks, and they told me that they have deposited 4,000. They have deposited 4,000 and something. So if you add that to what they are giving to me, it means if I go for that much, the 11,000 and something, leaving an amount of 138 Ghana cedis, which you have added to the what they are giving me now to match with the 11,000 they paid. They told me is my past credit I should earn. So what I see with Senate is that my advice is that before you go on pension, I will advise our union leaders that wherever Senate or second tier, they should work it out for us to know the actual monies we are going to earn before we go for our statements. Other than that, to me, from what I experienced from Senate, no wonder when members of us, colleagues like us, after pension, we don't live longer years. Because after spending so much years with Senate, and they give you this state, that was 6,000 something. If you don't take care, you have a high pressure, which will lead you to a short life. So no wonder in Ghana, you see pensioners don't have a longer life after pension. These are some of the issues. And secondly, our advice, based on the statements we have earned so far, because the past credit they calculated, we didn't know the basis. They just stated it. But upon what basis? Upon what interest? We didn't know. So our union leaders, they are doing very well, but they should try and work hard so that we can know all these bases, so that further on, those pensioners who will come out will know it before it is too late. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you can. You can take the mic. Well, before the next person comes, in actual fact, on 2 occasions, we have tried to know the basis for SNEE's computation. The first one was at the Employment Ministry, with the Minister of Employment himself chairing. Halfway through their presentation, they abandoned the presentation because we challenged them Upon what basis? And then they went away. The second one was ordered by the senior minister himself. Go and show them the basis of your computation. That meeting was held at MPRA boardroom. That one too, SNIT abandoned it. They are above the law. They are kakai. Atayi SNIT. If you are not careful, and we don't bring Atayi SNIT down, he will bring us down. I will not allow it. So next one. And also, all these differences they are paying, they made it after our press conference on the 10th. After our press conference on the 10th. So the cash is there. Within 24 hours, they were able to pay this difference. So.
Hello. Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Francis Christian Wood. I worked with Department of Agric. I joined SNIT in February 1984, and I just retired at the end of May 2020, meaning that I have worked for 36 years. Out of the 36 years, if I should know, the last 10 years, the amount was given to health pension to manage. And so my contribution for 26 years was with SNIT. On the 16th of October, I had an email from SNIT. And so when I opened the email, I saw that they have sent me a past credit statement. When I looked on the past credit statement, I saw that they've written that past credit amount as at December 2009 is 2,146 cedis, 44 pesos. And it was this amount that they invested in Treasury bill for 10 years, and it amounted to 12,950. Meaning that the 26 years that I worked with SNIT, the contribution they only gave me was 2,146 cedis for 26 years. 2,001, it is here. This statement is from SNIT. And so I went to them and then asked that I needed a data because I didn't understand how the 2,146 was computed. What they told me was that they cannot give me any data. They couldn't give me any data. And then on the 10th of June, I had a prompt from SNIT that instead of the 12,950, and even the 12,950 was up to first quarter of 2020, meaning that I had April and May contribution, which has not been added. And they credited my account with 9,847 cedis, leaving the rest. So I went back to them, and then they said that was the amount they have deposited. I should go, I will hear from them. So I came back and decided to write a petition. But fortunately, because of this forum, I've held on with the petition. So I want to see what comes out of this petition before the necessary action. But I'll ask that the H2 pension managers should try as much as possible if all the monies from SNIT could be retrieved. Because if for a period of 10 years, they are giving me about 35,000 cedis. That is from 2010 January to 2020. When I assessed my account, it was 35,048 cedis. And then for 26 years, just 2,146, which is very bad. So those people at SNIT, they are siphoning our blood. We should make sure that...
They are sucking. They are sucking our blood.
We should make sure that they do the right thing. Thank you.
Pass credit. So thank you. Before, okay, let's take the last person. Others, please bear with us. There will be another time for you. So let's take this.
Hello.
And then we'll take one or two comments from our.
Senior minimum for information can be 70s, it be 80s, maybe 98. Na 98 a me hye ase no. Ohia me call pension 10th March. Every 2010 ebesi 2020 10th March no. Hedge pension ema me sika 12,520. Na Senate for sika o de mame no. Eye fere se meka. Chese o ma me sika 2,000 Ghana cedis. Tinano ya fieda be 5:30 na minya o ma let bi se me ko hwema council me kwe na mo de 1,200 ababetu. Enti na secretary na wo Mr. Bono Monica na me hana adwene se ese ba bia duru no sika no yese ewo mo ho ubi sa senate for so a o mo ka asem foforo nti kwa o mo befa so akosi se na no me nda na dwobe 8:30 ofre me se national ehia se memra ha me de ba ya nti na amane ne wona no kure senate for no de se mpanyimfo na di kan call pension a o mo nche na o mo awu no senate nya bibia eda mo ase.
So now we'll call some Senate. So we've had enough of the tariffs, so we'll take a few statements from the General Secretary of the NAT.
Good morning. This is quite a difficult moment. Brothers, I belong to the forum, our senior members, the media, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite a difficult moment. A difficult moment because if you could recall, we met here somewhere last week, and just as we spoke, the following day, that between Thursday and Friday, Senate paid some monies into the accounts of our senior citizens. The question is why? Why? Yesterday, they were like us. Tomorrow, it will be our turn. Let it not be said that it's your own. It's your dream. I believe that we have all heard the things that they've told us here. And the motivation that has kept Senate and prevented Senate from paying the money up to this particular time until somewhere Thursday and Friday, when we declared that within 2 weeks, if the monies were not paid, they will hear from us quickly. Look, if you look at the date of some of the letters, it's amazing. They wrote a letter to MPRA on the 10th. That same day, Senate responded. And on the 11th, Senate was saying that they paid all the money. Why were they then keeping the money? Why were they then keeping the money? And like my brother Bampu said, all outstanding issues must be carried out within the 2 weeks. And we repeat, if within 2 days, if something that should have been done for years that it wasn't done, that within 2 days, Senate can carry this thing out with speed, it means that 2 weeks is more than enough for Senate to fulfill all other promises. Thank you very much. And our senior colleagues, let me tell you this. Sometimes when people hear this thing, we tend to be discouraged whether or not it's worth it at all to sacrifice for the nation Ghana. The nation Ghana is worth sacrificing for. We will not sit back and say that because of these things, we should give up. No. All that you have told us here, we will take it in good faith. And like we indicated, all other issues, as we indicated last week, within 2 weeks must be delivered. Thank you and God bless you for coming.
The virtual.
Derek, I think you should give us a sound choboy and then I'll add on to it.
Cho boy! Cho boy! Boy! Boy!
Thank you very much, comrade. I think that it's quite pathetic hearing the stories of our esteemed retirees. And they are coming from all over the country. And it's not just about civil and local governments as a sector. We are talking about education sector. We are talking about health sector. We are talking about the judiciary. It is not an easy thing to be on retirement and be doing this follow-up up and down to Senate. We don't know what Senate is looking for. You see, these are monies that belong to the contributors. Nobody is begging for alms here. I make a contribution, I'm expecting that those funds would have accrued returns. And when I go on retirement, you give me back my money. But this piecemeal approach, you give some today, tomorrow you are giving some, even the total figure that you have received. What shows that it is the right figure that you are supposed to receive? There is no certainty. There is no certainty. The law, the Ghana Actuaries Department report, all the available documents stipulates that whatever should have been used, whatever rate should have been used in the computation should have been at the prevailing market value. And the application of 50%, 75% is nowhere in those documents. So it's about time Senate comes clear with the issues once and for all. And it's very important. We are talking about retirement here. We are talking about pensions. It is about all of us because at any point in time, we'll all go on pension. And we do not want any politicization of this issue. It is not about NDC, it is not about MPP, it is not about any political party. We are talking about pensions. And we want resolutions to the issues as soon as practicable. We understand vividly that we are facing a pandemic, COVID-19. But life must certainly go on. And if COVID is not going to kill you, the actions of Senate will kill you faster. So, we want action now. The time is now. Senate must come clean so that we can have closure to this issue and focus on those who are going to retire in the upcoming days so that we can be certain that they will receive what is due them. So thank you very much, and God bless us all. Cho boy!
Thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. Our senior comrades, Aiko, it appears that our senior comrades, we don't pay any due respect to them for working 36 years, 30 years, and others. It's as if we are pushing them out to go home and die. And today I want to put SNIT on the spot. I have a statement here, and it is dated today, 15th June 2020. And it's saying that the old pass credit paid is 4,245.52 Ghana cedis. The new pass credit we computed based on the new formula they are using is 7,307 Ghana cedis, 56 Ghana pesos, giving you a difference of 3,062 Ghana cedis for Ghana pesos. On this same sheet, accrued interest on the difference, that is the 3,000, is 71.87 Ghana cedis. Comrade, if you even apply 100% TB rate, would you get 71 Ghana cedis? You had paid the old one, that is the 4,000. You've recomputed, you've gotten 7,000. The difference is 3. And the interest you are paying on that 3 is 71 Ghana cedis. It's like we are telling our noble, esteemed colleagues who are going home that we are going to kill you. This is the time that when you go home, your expenses, it doesn't reduce back home. You are supposed to, you go forward. How then do you survive on these things? You are going home, and instead of at least your life being appreciated, rather your life is being shut down. There's no form of appreciation here. How do you tell somebody who has worked 36 years that go home with this money in these current circumstances? You are definitely killing the person. And remember, these are the person's own contributions. If for 10 years, if we have received these monies from day one, when the law came into being, we would have had more than even what we are saying today. Save, we received the monies even from 2016. Look at what we are paying to our colleagues. And look at what SNET is paying as past credit. Anyone know that for them? Asemano, so dawa, omayenkano, pain. We are being cheated. And it hurts me so much because tomorrow it will be me. Nowadays, the media, some 20 years to come, I'll be pictured that today, this is what you said. And I pray that day, I should rather smile than weep. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And this is for the media. This is for the media. Don't you ever think that what we are talking about is only for us. It also concerns you. Anybody under SNIT, you are also suffering the same fate. So don't think it's for public servants. This fight is for all of us. So this is the time. Action is now. And we are saying 1 week is gone. We are going to hit the streets. You know, we are going to just sit down in our homes. Sit down in our homes and relax with our retirees. That's all. And let SNIT run the show. On this note, I would not want to dilute what our retirees have said. They themselves have said for their own mouth. So with all due respect, all retirees should come up. Let them see you. Those who are not able to talk, next time we'll let you talk. You can do your own social distancing behind me. Let your colleagues, all retirees that were able to... And let's know that we shall surely overcome. We shall overcome. They have worked for Mother Ghana. They've given the award. And this is how SNIT is treating them. Musa. So, to salute them, we are going to do our usual Chobwe. Chobwe! 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 Praise the Lord! Thank you very much. We shall overcome. So you can take a picture of that in there. Eddie? Christabel? Come in. No, we will not dilute what the pensioners have said. Christabel, come and take my documents for me.